have to go through it later. It's a gamble for me because I don't know much about the old ones. What's up, YouTube? Adventures of Con here. My name is Connor. We're at the flea market today. I'm with my roommate Manny. YTT collection. Put a little tag right here. So we have a few $100. We're hoping to find some good clothes to sell on Whatnot. I'm looking for like t-shirts for like 2 for $5, or not 2 for $5, but 2 for $1. Honestly, I'll take any type of good deal I could get, like a bunch of like hats, bunch of clothes. I'm wearing the Polo Ralph Lauren Polo Bear with some Air Jordan shorts, some Nike slides, and a Ford Bronco hat. Manny found this at the bins, and I was so hyped. This is my dream car right here, is a Ford Bronco. They're just so expensive now.
That's cool.
So I grabbed this for 2. This is $20 for all, are they Magic cards? Magic the Gathering. Paid $200 for all of this. I'll have to go through it later. It's a gamble for me because I don't know much about the old ones or the newer ones. But figured even if I get 20 bucks back on each of these, and I keep the Dan Marino because I like Dan Marino. I have a little like standee, you know, those cardboard stand out?
Yeah, Dan Marino.
I have those. So yeah. Thank you though.
Okay.
It's a gamble. I mean,
you can catch me tomorrow, so I'll bring you a whole box. Whatever y'all want to pick, you can pick up.
That could have been either the biggest come up of my entire life or the biggest robbery of $200. So I had 300 singles. Like I have 300 singles, and he said $500 for the whole lot. Now the worst thing in my opinion that could happen is even the 2003 Charizards, they might be worth money because of the bootleg. I know bootleg cards do sell. Like it's not like they're worth nothing. I'm pretty sure like even a 19, because there was like, I want to say 5. Oh, we'll go back to where Manny was so he doesn't lose me. There was like 5 1999 Charizards that are like base set. I saw a bunch of first edition stuff. It's just a huge gamble because they look so shiny. Like, you know, like not the cards are shiny, but like not hollows. Like usually the cards is like a matte color, and then the hollow is the part that like comes out. So to me, they look like they're like bootleg or not real. So, I mean, the ones that are graded, they look cool. I don't even know what the other grading company was that I just bought, but it was $200 for all of them. Shit, even if I make the $200 back, but there could be a chance that some of those are real. And the 2003 Charizards look the best, and those were going for like 150 each ungraded. So there was like 10 of those. I don't know, guys. I'm hyped, but like I'm also nervous. So it's kind of like a mystery. I'm gonna show him on Instagram later, and people are gonna freak out. So I have no clue. He said he has more that he's gonna bring tomorrow, but I don't know, man. It's nerve-wracking. As he said, $10, right? On these? All right, cool. A little bit of drag, nothing crazy. Size 6.5. They have the pull tabs, or not the pull tabs, the little anklet things. Lace locks, that's the name of them. I don't see anything else. Good deal though. I mean, there's some Vans, but Vans don't sell well for me. He's got one of the craziest hauls today. Look at this jersey haul. Bayern, vintage Bayern. I don't know who that is. That's a little bootleg jersey. We'll get to the good ones. Don't worry. Got a little Olympia Umbro jersey. Vintage USA. Whatever that team is. Got another Olympia one. We'll get to the good ones. Don't worry. Look at that vintage Barca. It's probably like a $100 jersey. I don't know who that is. We got a Argentina from like 2004. Got a nice Spain. Probably 04 too. I don't know who that is, but it's a good one. Nice little vintage Chelsea. Got a little, I forget what that one is too. I know I've seen that jersey before. Got a little England jersey. Got France, and that's a player. Zidane. And then we got a France. So like 15 jerseys.
He's actually a really good player.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
He's the
good.
one that
It was
headbutted the
sticky,
guy.
but whatever.
He's the one that headbutted the guy in the World Cup.
All right, so we're at like this little mom and pop type thrift store. These are $3 each. This Selenko. There's 3 of those. This one has a little bit different numbers too, Manny.
Which one's that one?
I think that's
Oh,
different.
that's 98305. That's
Okay.
the one I looked up.
There's some that are a little bit too beat up, but then there's some of these that are really good too. Oh, what is this one? Is this the one that's cracked?
Yeah, the Babble out.
Yeah, this one's cracked. This would have been $100 racket, but it's cracked. I'm tempted to grab it just to see if someone will buy it like cracked. But we'll see. What's going on, guys? So I know I just showed you a bunch of random ass clips of me shopping at either the thrift store, the bins, the flea market, but I'm basically gonna give you guys the rundown of what happened and how I got scammed out of $200. So enjoy the video. Make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. Subscribe and comment down below of what you guys thought of the video. I mean, karma's a bitch. But I did get robbed $200, but the day after of getting robbed and like just getting finessed, I did come up on a few good hauls of things to resell online. So Saturday morning, I woke up early with my roommate Manny and we went to the swap shop, and pretty much one of the first vendors I saw had OG Pokemon cards. And I'm an OG Pokemon card enthusiast, but I'm not. I love the old stuff, like all the original 151 Pokemon, but when it comes to like anything past the year 1999, I have no clue. Plus the lighting was bad out there, the cards felt weird, but it was $200 for potentially millions of dollars worth of Pokemon cards, and that's why I hopped on it. Plus there was a few PSA and I think it was like CSG, which is another grading company, cards. So it was a gamble, but there was still potential money. So he charged me $200 for all the Pokemon cards and all the graded cards. And then he'd say, hey, I'm going to be here tomorrow and I'm going to bring more of the graded cards. So I get home, all of the Pokemon cards are fake. The PSA cards are real, and same with the graded cards are real. I come back today, which is Sunday. Happy Father's Day to any fathers out there. Come back today, he's not there. So obviously it was a finesse. And my friend Joey said that he got somebody else for $600 and the guy returned it and got his money back. Maybe that was last week. I don't know when that happened, but he finessed me this week. So I'm going to hope to go back on Saturday and maybe that guy's there again. I don't know. I'll bring the Pokemon cards back. I'm going to try to sell the PSA and the graded cards, but it's illegal to sell like counterfeit items at the flea market. So I could easily just hit up security and be like, yo, I want my money back. He sold me fake items. You guys put 2 and 2 together, like it shouldn't be done. And the reason why I don't even want to return them in a way is because what if he just goes and finesses somebody else? Like if I bring them back, I kind of want to tell the people at the flea market because he's just going to go sell those cards again. So if I return them for my $200 back, he's just going to go finesse some other kid for even like $500 or $600. So I'll show you guys the cards. I'll show you a couple cool hauls that I got today. I went to the bins, the Goodwill bins. It's like you pay by the pound instead of like going to Goodwill and buying like a jersey or a t-shirt for $5. You pay by the weight. Sometimes it has a little bit of stains and wear, but you might find something crazy like I found today, which was 20 soccer jerseys. And then at another thrift store, I found 13 tennis rackets that have a lot of wear on them, but they're $100 rackets. So I'm going to show you guys everything. We'll get into it, and let's just see my big L. We'll show you the big L of the Pokemon cards first. This is the same tin from the swap shop when I was buying them. He said $200. Well, actually, he said $500. And I was like, dude, I don't know much about these Pokemon cards. I did look up some of these when I was at the flea market, and I was like, okay, these I could maybe get like $150, $200 for. So I was like, there's not really too much of a gamble on the Pokemon cards because they are, and when you guys see them, you're going to be like, wow, they do look pretty fake. But when I was there, the lighting was really bad, so I had to kind of just take a gamble. So I can show you a couple cards that are worth like, there's a card in here that's worth like $4 million, and that's this one. But obviously it's fake. But we got a Pikachu Illustrator, which I didn't even like set my eyes on this one. I was more interested in the Charizards, which are right... Where are the Charizards at? I mean, this one, which from first glance, it doesn't look that bad. But when you take it out of this plastic, it looks super bad. Then we got Blaine's Arcanine, first edition. I mean, maybe it was just like the anxiety of someone else coming up behind me and like, hey, how much do you want? I'll give you double that. So I was just like, kind of like, oh yeah, let's do it. Let me buy it. But like this Charizard, this Crystal Charizard, I believe, goes for like I think it's like $5,000 loose or 20 grand if it's a PSA 10. So I was like, yeah. I was kind of just like, yeah, let's do it. $200. And obviously it was a big finesse. Like there are some big money cards in here. We got Lugia. We got some first edition Dark Alakazam. And you guys could tell from the video because it does look pretty bad. But when I was in person, it was a little bit darker out. I just couldn't tell. And I tried calling one of my friends and he was asleep. So I did get robbed $200. But that same day, I did come up, I'm going to swivel you guys over here to my Vespa. And I did come up at that same flea market and I got 10 of these Rosa Parks 2005 tribute shirts. And they are Black History shirts and they go anywhere from like 50 to 60 bucks. I did try selling a couple on Facebook, and I have a few people interested at about $35 shipped. So I paid $25 for 10 of these. We're going to go back over here to the Pokemon cards, and that's where I don't get extremely pissed off because there is a PSA Tom Brady Prism from his first year at Tampa Bay. We have a PSA 4 of Dan Marino. We have CSG of 4 different Deshaun Watson, which I do have a buyer for. Somebody was interested. I told them $65 for all 4 of them. So this one I think I could get like $40 for, and then this one is about 30 to 40. And I might just hold on to it because it is a PSA 9. That's pretty good. And we'll see how they do. They all might be fake though. I still have to look up these too because if he gave me fake Pokemon cards, there are probably some fake PSA graded cards too. So I'm going to look those up the next couple of days and see what I took an L on and what I didn't take an L on. I might have took an L on all of it, but I did get blessed today at the bin. So I'm going to show you guys what I got. My favorite part about this haul right here was I played soccer my entire life, so I love soccer jerseys. It's honestly so tempting to keep almost all of these because they're all my size. Size extra large, which is a great soccer size or a great soccer jersey size. I mean, any sport. Extra large is usually one of the biggest monies. Like if you find like a champion jersey, like a Michael Jordan, you want a 48. That's an extra large. Those usually go for the most money. So to find all extra large jerseys today, there are probably about 15 that are like official name brand, like Umbro, Adidas, Nike. But then there's a couple off-brand ones that will still sell, and then maybe like 1 or 2 that are like probably just be worn by me because they're like little bootleg ones, but we'll see what happens. So I paid $20 for 10 pounds of jerseys because my Goodwill bins is like $1.92 per pound. So we got a vintage 2004. If you guys are wondering how to date soccer jerseys, the best way I could teach you is look them up. You could use the Google app and you could like scan them and you could like show, it like shows similar ones. And then it'll show you like either years or dates. But if you're looking at just Adidas, the biggest trick for Adidas is this little tab right here. And it'll have a number. And then the second number, 04, that's 2004. So if you're looking at Adidas jerseys and it doesn't have this little tab, most likely it's fake. There are some that don't have it, but that's a little pro tip for you resellers. If you're just getting into jerseys, Adidas does have those little tabs, and they actually have them for t-shirts, shoes. I mean, not shoes, but like they do have a code on shoes as well. But that's basically what I'm saying is that on jackets, t-shirts, all of that stuff, like women's clothes, most of them do have this little tab. So we have a France jersey. I will get some of these names wrong. We have another France. This one is like Vassis something. See, that's one of those weird like off-brand ones I was talking about. We have a Chelsea jersey from 2004. We have a Spain jersey from, I think this is 2008. We have a River plate from 2004. This one is an Iran jersey, but I grabbed it because of the Samsung. Purpleus, and this still goes for like 30-40 bucks, and mainly because they're big sizes too. We have a 2004 Argentina Adidas. We have a 2004 Greece Adidas. And then this one I think is another bootleg, but still a cool jersey. That's size extra large. And even this one I'll still sell on my eBay for like 30 bucks because people still want the OG ones. This cool England jersey, it does have stains, and you'll see some stains in the video, but I'm going to try to get those out. I believe this is another Greek jersey or Greece jersey. We got Toffs, which actually has a kind of cool design. It's like more like a rugby jersey. We have America de Cali, and this is the brand Suka. We have an Umbro Olympios jersey, and then it does have a name on the back, but I can't pronounce it, so not even going to attempt that. We have a nice little, not vintage, but usually a lot of the soccer jerseys, you do say vintage if it's past like 15 years, because a lot of these are from the early 2000s, and this one's a really cool one. I might keep this one. This is a Nike size extra large. And all of them are size extra large. I don't even know why I emphasize extra large on that one. We have a Hungary 2004 Adidas jersey. We have an older, this is the Netherlands, and it does have some scuffs and some stains. Like I said, a lot of them do. And this is another one. Like, this is like a bootleg, no name brand. Like, it doesn't have Nike, Adidas, Umbro. Kappa is a good one. One of the best jerseys here, which is the FC Barcelona from like 99, has that OG Nike tag. What a beautiful jersey. And then we have another really cool one, which is Bayern Munich, which is a 2004 Adidas knit jersey. That just a crazy haul. So I did get scammed on Saturday, but then I came up on the Rosa Parks shirts afterwards, and then I came up the next day. We tried to go back to the swap, get the money back for the Pokemon cards. The guy was not there. Okay, so this was the haul today. I paid $27 for all of these rackets. If you guys don't do tennis rackets, I highly suggest you look into them. And it all depends on condition. And if you guys are like, oh, I don't want to look up every single racket, a pro tip for an expensive racket is the weight. And you don't have to worry about the strap. The strap could easily be redone, even if it's like coming off and disintegrating into your hands. The people that buy them don't care because they're going to pay like $10 to rewrap them. So the ones that are expensive are usually the ones that barely weigh anything. Also, if you're wondering why my table looks like that, it's because I put the floor on the table. So when I take pictures for eBay, it looks like I'm taking pictures behind a really nice background. But we have the Babolat, and you don't have to worry about the strings also because people restring these as well. Pure Control. I'll show you a couple comps of these. Now, the flaws that worry me are these ones up top, where I have sold tennis rackets in the past, and I'll show you a couple that I have on eBay right now where they're in actually pretty good condition. But like, for instance, this one, I just got this one recently. It's a Wilson 95S. And you can obviously see the top part, no big scuffs, pretty great condition. I grabbed this one at the bins, and this one's a $100 racket. I put it for 80 bucks, hoping that it will sell pretty fast. But see how the cracking on the handle, that doesn't really matter. People get new wraps and everything. So I grabbed all of these rackets right here for $27. Now, what my theory is even if they're a $100 racket, because these go for like 60 to 100 bucks each, if they have all the flaws on them, I feel like somebody will still buy them and use them, even if they're like $20 each. So let's say I paid $27 for 13 rackets, and I sold them for $25 each. That's still over $250 and over a $200 profit. So there are some that aren't strung. I think this is the only one that's not strung, but I don't know if they could replace this top part or if this is just totally useless, or like, should I just toss this? I mean, I'm not a big racket expert, but some of them are usable and they do have potential. Like this one is Vantage VT Custom, and this one was going for like 60 to 100. So I'm going to have to look more into these, but they were $3, and then there was a sale where it was, if anything was over $3, it was 33% off for Father's Day. So that was one of the come-ups that I got today, was all the tennis rackets.